Welcome to Ascent. I'm Fiery Grace the Gifted. I'm here with a Divine Masculine Collective Insights reading. This will be a quick message. There's something that needs to come through. I don't get the sense of a full reading, so buckle in, but hopefully for not too long. You know, I just did the exclusive reading. It was really good. It was really beautiful. But I could also tell it wasn't for everybody. I mean, I know that about the exclusives when I do them. So I'm wondering why I'm feeling called to do one for the collective now. And it's like, should I do the same spread? Nope, not the same spread. So I've already shuffled these. I'm going to split them and see what comes up in the energy. And I think I'll have a better idea of what it is we're supposed to do. Might just be a quick check-in. I just got a weird feeling in the pit of my stomach. We're just gonna... All right. Well, there it is. This is a card of shock. Wow. I just got a weird feeling in the pit of my stomach, and now I have this weird... You know how they talk about, like, you have a chill that goes over your body? Have you ever had, like, a... This is going to sound like such a weird thing I'm saying, but, like, I feel like I had a swampy... It wasn't warm, and it wasn't cold. It was just kind of... So I just had like a humid chill. That doesn't make any sense. And it just slowly rolled over my body and gave me like this weird, like you can kind of see, I don't have my hair in my arms right now. You can see my hair standing on end. Okay. This is not what I was expecting. Should I keep going? Should I just stop? I'm sorry. Okay, what's going on? Okay. I don't know what the heck just happened. This card was in the exclusive. I don't get the same... No, I don't get the same meaning for it. I don't. This was in the 3D though. And I think this is because this might be the energy that's being sent through. This might be saying this is where they are right before they make the choice that came up in the exclusive. Yeah, there's the change. There's the 12. We had this hanged man energy. We had this energy of sacrifice. I think this is the energy of going on to the tree, because this card, like I said, it's the card of, you know, I'm in shock, right? I suddenly am overwhelmed, or suddenly I just don't know what to say or what to do, like, and I get the card of the feeling of ugh, and then I go in the back, and what is it? It's the guy wearing the cloak of death. I mean, again, the chills they won't go away. I have a feeling that this is the way the Divine Masculine feels when the information presented to them that we kind of discovered in the exclusive, when they get that information, they just kind of shut down a little bit. I kind of want to... All right, I'm going to wait because I feel like I'm more so being impatient here. So, okay, backtrack. In the 5D, this group of Divine Masculines is most likely either about to get a message or has recently gotten a message that says, look, you've been doing everything in your life all wrong. And this is what it will be if you continue this way. I don't know which way to go. Let's go here. How do they take that? Well, I think it actually is going to kick him into gear. You know, we'll go ahead and take this from back here. I think this Knight of Wands energy says, I mean, we have to hope that it's upright, but I think this Knight of Wands energy says, listen, all right, we'll take two then. Then shouldn't that maybe be like this? Then maybe we should take these two, and maybe this is like paths or something. So there's going to be something ahead that feels natural and right to them. What do we need to know about that? Four of Swords. This also showed up in the exclusive. Wow. Oh my gosh, y'all. Wow. Okay, my bad. You know why this showed up in the exclusive? Because it says you have been a warrior, you've been a soldier on the front lines for so long that that's all you know, but you think that somehow that's going to get you to the level of the king. But I have a feeling here that something is actually taking them in the right direction. If the King of Wands has been a major sync for you lately, again, that is probably a sign. And if this is resonating so far, that you're going to want to order that exclusive. It's only like $10. This says, I have been in a space of fighting and fighting and fighting and constantly having to lay on my truth, to fight in these wars that I don't even know if I really believe in, because I'm trying to go the direction of the crowd. I'm trying to go the direction of the masses in order to achieve a goal that I have. And what's funny is, I think that a part of them, they really believed at a point around kind of knowing the divine feminine, getting to know the divine feminine, connecting with the divine feminine. There was some point in there where they really thought they'd be able to kind of bring the DF along on their journey. They never looked directly at the divine feminine and realized, oh my gosh, if I go with you, then I don't have to fight in these wars and do battle with things I don't even care about or I don't believe in. Or I can go with you and I can just walk and we're going to be on the same path. Wow, like they just didn't get it. And I don't know if they get it yet. And if they don't, it means that they're going to have some hard feelings towards you, because there's something about you that is still going to present this kind of easy living, easygoing kind of lifestyle that really makes them mad. Like, how dare you try to come up against me as I pursue my challenging man life. Again, even if they're not a man, right? But that idea of like, I'm a rough person and I'm strong, and that means I got to go through things a certain kind of way. I get the sense that they're going to take a step back from that and kind of, I know you guys know how I feel. I always say that the Knight of Wands is like the Matthew McConaughey, you know, all right. And I get the sense of them finally seeing that maybe going this other direction of ease and peace is just as valuable and masculine. It's just as, you know, it gives them just as much opportunity to be a provider and a protector. You know, they're going to take some time to have to go through this. And that's what we kind of discovered in the exclusive. Once they get the message, they're still going to try to do their old thing. And I think that might be why I got the icky feeling in my stomach here, because I'm pretty sure your divine, if you're watching this, your divine masculine may have just gotten this message. Now, that's for those of you who really feel like, yeah, union is, there's still a little bit of time. You know, there's some things that we're going to have to wait for. So I would not recommend getting that exclusive, or if you do, get it and then put your link that you receive in your calendar and like, put a reminder for you to watch it later. That way you can always see it, you know, you have it, but I wouldn't watch it now unless you know that whatever Grace tells you and coaches you to do, that you're not going to take it as, you know, I'm not good enough. It's going to take too long. Man, this isn't true. This isn't real. You do not want to have a beautiful message like the one that came through planted on, you know, what is that? In fallow ground or whatever. So, okay. I do see the divine masculine here getting their message. I do see them trying to figure out how. But I think that this card kind of says this is what they're going to do. They're going to start to incorporate the new behaviors, the new beliefs, the new understanding. They're going to start to incorporate the new path, but they're not actually going to travel it yet. So the good news is this is telling you that this divine masculine is in preparation. The bad news is, if you guys do get into union soon, you're going to have to deal with this energy while they work through it. And if you don't, it could be a little while before they actually decide, okay, instead of trying to do basically two paths at once, let me just choose the right one. So what is all this? Why is this coming up now? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so it definitely is about the path. I also get the sense of this is about releasing ego. What's back here? Yeah, there it is again. Releasing ego, being able to be strong enough to bring divine justice into your own life, doing what you know to be right, even when you're scared, even when you're worried, trusting that the seeds that were planted will sprout in due time. The divine masculine has a lot to learn in a very short period of time. And I'm telling you right now, again, if you get with this person anytime soon and get into union, it is not going to be full blissful union. This person is going to have a lot of growth. They're going to have a lot of attitude problems. They're going to have a lot of misdirection. They're always going to, you're not really going to be able to trust which way they're going, because they're still going to be trying to live their old life and the new life. And if you don't get with this person anytime soon, the blessing is you get to live your best life in the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. You don't have to worry about this person, not willing to commit, not willing to make a decision. So, right? It's toss up, I guess. Most people would say, nope, just give me my DM. Okay. There's a reason why God loves you enough to not give you what you want sometimes. Okay, let's find out. I think this is more, because remember I said something about paths. I don't think this is two paths. I think it's like, this is what's first and then this. And then I believe they're going to move into the energy of the exclusive that we saw. So let's start here. What's the first thing that's going to happen now that this information has come through? And again, let's not forget, we've got the ego stuff that we're dealing with. So this may not be, this could be great. It also could be bad. I don't know. So let's see. In this order? No. So, okay, we're going to go in the order we went. So, okay. Well, remember I said there was 2 cups missing from here to make this the 9 of Cups. This is important because this is the energy that I felt in the exclusive. I talked about it and I said a part of the problem, I can't remember if this was for the DM or the DF, but I said a part of the problem was becoming overly reliant on, okay. I was saying the divine feminines were becoming overly reliant upon their intuition, trying to intuit everything. And you know what I just heard? You taking away your DM's energy. And I guess it's like, let's say that both of you as the unified flame have 100% of the intuition. Well, the divine feminine, typically is going to get a little bit more intuition than the DM anyways, just because of the nature of being the vessel, being, I'll leave it there. But what if you don't use the right amount and you're also trying to, especially if you're looking into their life all the time, you're also trying to just take all of it, right? I'll take any information you got, give me all of it, and you're using all your intuition and then some. What if you're using some of their intuition and you're taking away their ability to experience clarity like you do? So just a thought. I don't know if that's really true, but it was an interesting thought thinking about what was being said in the exclusive. To see this here, though, I say, the thing that's stopping them from being able to intuitively sense the truth of who you are is that they are missing a lot of their deepest truth. They're missing. You see the similar color scheme, right? The black, the gray, the yellow. There's something about this that says they need to shift out of themselves, shift out of experiencing even 5D things and like miracles, or even, hard things and lessons. They're experiencing 5D stuff from a 3D perspective. And I think that they're missing this. So the first thing that has to happen is they get this inflow of intuition and knowing and sensing, and that their gut feeling becomes stronger. This is, to me, as a divine masculine who's suddenly going to look around their life. Now, God is good. Wow, God is good. This is a divine masculine who will suddenly look around their life and see everybody's true colors. And you might be like, I don't know, you might have a million things to say to that. But here's why I'm excited. Because if this is the first step, the very first thing that has to happen or that they have to do, and it immediately shows them and gives them discernment about the people in their life. And I mean, come on, that's pretty exciting. If we've got third-party situations, if we've got karmic job, karmic kark, whatever, all these different things. So this is pretty good. They have to start by using their intuition and from another perspective, not from their perspective of their 3D, but from their 5D. It's so funny because look who's under there. I mean, that's this. I think that this is a part of it, though. And this is where I say some people might go, well, why is it that when they get the information about their future that they automatically still try to pursue the goals that they've been trying to pursue instead of just trusting and going with that? And it's like, because it's a habit. It's just something that they've done all along. But I think that what's going to happen here is there was a reason that they had those habits in the first place. There's a reason that they were on that path in the first place. And now we're going to see The divine masculine, if they do end up going back into their old life, it's not going to be with the same mind. It's not going to be with the same experiences. They're going to be elevated, and they're probably going to bring a lot into the new season, into the new world with them from that place of darkness in a good way, in a positive way. So this is a time where they still need to work through some things. They still need to gather some things, etc. Okay, so once they do that, once their intuition there's something that happens. I have a feeling right now you need to say, all of my intuition is mine and my divine masculine's intuition is theirs. I go with the flow. I am divinely aligned. I have no need for extra anything. I have exactly what I need. And at this moment, anything I've been holding on that is not mine, I send back to its person, cleansed, purified, and fuller than it was when I received it. Okay, do that right now. If you're like, rewind what I just said, catch back up, say it, write your own version. But I think it's important here for you to do this. Okay, I think that you may actually be the first step. All right, then what? You know what? I'm gonna even say this. If you are gonna order the exclusive, you better watch this first in its entirety, because I think that you may need this and anything else that comes through before you watch that. Okay, either way. And you know what? If you're watching this like 6 months or a year from now, just ask for the February 21 exclusive, okay? All right, cool. Now, we're going to go here. So once they get this intuition, I mean, obviously they needed it for something. Is there something we need to know? Well, would you look at that? The opportunity is going to come. The opportunity is going to come, and the seed, wow. This is not an accident. I mean, and think about the fact that you even have these pomegranates behind her. There's something happening here. This intuition is I sense it's also combined with the energy of the moon here. And I just get the sense it's going to give them a lot of information very rapidly. And then they're going to know exactly where to go and what to do. But a part of this is also knowing that you can't do everything fast just because the information came fast. See, some of y'all get mad because you ask for information about your DM, you ask for information about your light work, your reunion, anything. And if you get the information quickly, then you also expect to be able to manifest it. And it's like, no, what if they were trying to give you the information so that if it is a slow process, you don't lose hope? So this is interesting. The divine masculine needs to settle in, buckle down, and honor their commitments, get the job done, be who they're supposed to be. And I think that this is a part of their humility. This is a part of their humbling. I hope that they honor this and they don't have to go another direction. So if they do this, what happens? What gift, reward, or shift is divine going to provide to them? Queen of Wands. This could be you. This could be saying, hey, here comes your DF. But this could also be saying, I'm going to show you that you don't need to be codependent, not to underestimate yourself. I'm going to show you to be confident even when things are crazy and scary. I'm going to show you, you see that? That's 11, 11. I'm going to come in as divine. I'm going to bring divine intervention into your life. And then I'm going to bring in one more energy that brings you into true divine alignment. I'm going to give you the information that you need. I'm going to give you the creativity that you need. But you've got to know why you're doing it this time. All right, so then what? Then we have another pattern that starts. So this energy cycle plays out. And then we see the divine masculine make another shift. What happens here? Wow. Okay, now here's where this is exciting, because you see them going from the shock and confusion, and then they go down into the basement, and you can see the pillars of this, this dark area beneath the what's that called? The temple, the church, where the priestess goes and, she's got her little courtyards and all that. Well, now you see he's back to himself. But he's still under and he's still in the depths, and he's working on it. He's working on becoming a team player. He's working on trusting who he is, being the rookie of the year, and knowing that that's okay. He's working on working with divine people, divine situation, divine circumstance, whatever you want to call it. And also, true to form and true to nature of what God has planned and put in this person's life, they're finding out that there is so much they're truly a natural at. I am naturally gifted in so many areas. What does that do for them? Because here you can kind of see this is about them aligning and seeing the benefit, and then God coming in and saying, here's your blessing, here's your gift. I don't know why, but I get the sense of this is now them being in more control and them being able to do a bit more and really seeing their power. What do we need to know? 6 of Swords. Is this upright or reversed? No, I kind of get this as reverse, but I don't think this means that it's not because they're not ready to move forward. I think this just means that they know that there's something here that they have to finish. There's something here that they have to complete. Why? Why are we given this? This is like Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Oh, because of you, Divine Feminine. What is it? Wow. Yep. If this reading resonates, you need the exclusive because the syncs between the cards and the decks is crazy. But you'll also see we've got this 777 thing happening here, okay? 777. And it's like, you might think, well, why would God send this energy of slowing down and things not being good enough? And then the Divine Masculine receives it as, oh, it's because you can't just go straight into being a chariot. These people are extremely well trained. You have to start off somewhere first. And guess what? They started off as a knight. The Knight of Wands and the Chariot, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I tell you they have very similar energy. This is way bigger, okay? To see this, the Chariot showed up in the exclusive with the Dreamer, the Fool. The Chariot showed up and we had the Tower. There were so many things that pointed us in this direction, but I see now that this is where the initial message, the initial goal leads us in this direction. If you have a lot of sevens standing out in your life lately, you know what's freaky is because the 777 is jackpot and the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune showed up as a major energy. I'm crap. Was this not supposed to be? No, but the thing is, this is before that energy. So even though I think that's why I'm confused because I'm doing it after, but it ends up being this thing that says, hey, if you're not there yet, if they're not where they need to be yet, that's okay because this is what they have to do first. And you'll see that this is benefiting you. See, first, you have to let go of all the energy and make sure you're only holding on to exactly what you need so that they can receive it. Once they receive it, then they know, okay, wait, I'm not who I think I've been all these years. I can handle this. I can do this. I'm amazing. And then it comes in and it shows and they say, I want to stay here. I want to learn all there is to learn. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That's something that's going to create a beautiful partner for you and a beautiful relationship dynamic for you and a reunion dynamic that is exciting. This may not feel like the jackpot right now. But once the Divine Masculine is able to do what they need to do in the divine order of things, this becomes everything they are, and suddenly it all makes sense. And they don't look at this and have shock and a pit in their the feeling of a pit in their stomach. I can't speak right now for some reason. And they're not going to have this sense of nothing's good enough and everything seems so far away and can I really? No. Instead, they're going to understand these are seeds well planted. This is the awakening moment of all the things that are available to me, and I am going for it. I'm taking it. It's mine. This is a big deal. Let's read the Chariot, because the fact that it's come up so many times for me in the past few hours. Let's see. Chariot, come. Oh, it opened to the Fool. And this happened last. Okay, I'm going to read the Fool, and then I'm going to read the Chariot, okay? The angels bring you this card because you're entering a new and exciting phase of your life. Okay. Some of you are going to watch the exclusive and come back here, and you're going to hear why that's freaky. But okay, all right. It's important that you believe in yourself and know, okay, that's here, that the benevolent universe wants you to succeed, okay, that's here. Now is the time for faith, commitment to your dreams, okay? Take any necessary steps to move forward with confidence. Hello. Listen to your own inner guidance about following your dreams, but be open to information from others regarding the detailed steps to take. That is here. You may need additional input or guidance from an expert before proceeding, but don't let this stall your movement forward. I mean, this is crazy. Actively seek the insight you need. All right, now let's go to the Chariot. Open right to it. Congratulations. This card means you've successfully balanced a recently challenging situation. Your ability to see both sides, take action, and make decisions has garnered you approval, respect, and gratitude. So bask in the joy of what you have accomplished. Stay calm and grounded and be clear about what you're trying to achieve. It's important to show self-control, determination, and the willingness to go the distance at this time. Exercise control firmly but kindly with other people. Self-discipline, sheer willpower, a great leap forward. Again, the Fool, the Chariot. Come on, guys. A promotion or travel, a promotion or reward, travel, and modes of transportation. This is important. Archangel Metatron can increase your motivation and energy levels so you'll accomplish your priorities. Metatron uses a sacred geometric shape called a Merkaba, or Metatron's cube, to warp time, which enables you to instantly manifest your dreams into reality. This is why we do not stress. This is why we do not stress when the jackpot doesn't happen. Why? Because if we're a magician at the casino and we see 7-7 and it's about to roll to another number, we might just do a little, what's that word? Where we bewitched, wiggle our nose, and we pop it to 7. Okay, that's not really what's going to happen here. But do you see my point? We understand that when we're a person or a being or an entity of power, that we don't worry about when things appear to not go our way. I think that what needs to be understood here is this is a setup for something really good to prepare this person for when this final energy falls into place. Why? Because again, these energies are so similar, falls right into place, and boom, now we have the jackpot. That's a sudden, all of a sudden, what? All the coins flow out and you're rich. What I'm telling you is there's going to be a very, very rapid shift very soon in this person's life, and you need to be ready. You need to be ready. And the way you're going to be ready is not by watching them and following them and worrying about them. The way you're going to be ready is by being ready. Let me ask you this. If you knew someone was coming in to the airport, would you sit there and just stare at the computer screen and watch their Uber take them to the airport, then watch their plane? Have you ever seen like the in-flight thing where it'll show you where the plane is in terms of like the flight that you're taking? Or would you sit there and watch that the whole time? And then would you sit there and watch as their plane arrived and landed? And then would you sit there and watch them Uber to your house? No, you would probably clean your house, get everything in order, tell the people, get the invitations. Maybe you make your little sign for when you go stand outside and you're like, hey, I'm here, Jones, right here, whatever. You're going to be doing other things. You're going to use the time they're in the air to do something. Well, honey, your divine masculine is in the air. Do you understand? Stop watching them. You're watching a water boil or something. It's pointless. Stop watching. Yes, eventually they're going to be here, but it's not going to be because you watched. It's going to be because everything happened in perfect divine alignment. And at the exact moment the miracle was needed, the number changed one more and you got the jackpot. Trust it. Trust it. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh. Welcome. I'm Fire Grace the Gifted. This is not my real accent. If you just got here, I promise this is not my real voice. I don't actually know what accent this is. Not a very good one, kind of mixing lots of things, but this is what I do. All right, hold on. I wasn't gonna be able to stop. Welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive life strategist here on YouTube. I'm here to assist you with finding new strategies and using your intuition and tapping in a better, more effective and efficient way. I have a project management degree, a clinical psychology and counseling degree, a social work degree. I love what I do, and I love being able to kind of put everything together. And if I can't, I like being a resource of information where I can say, here's where you need to go to find it. So whatever you need, let me know. I have all kinds of services available. If you want a reading like this, then you want to get like a typical standard divine masculine reading or personal reading. But if you want the exclusive reading, which is like, I record it and then I provide you with access to it. Okay, it's kind of like other readers do extendeds or bonus readings. That's what my exclusives are. I know there was some questions the other day about it. And if you're interested in those, like I said, they're like $10. They're pretty cheap. And it gives you a way to connect with me, to get bonus messages that you know are meant for you. It's kind of the closest thing you're going to get to a personal for under $20 if you can't afford one. Oh yeah, I promised that I would talk to you guys more about what is affordable on my website. I posted a link in the community tab a few days ago about it, but I'll just let you know that I have 1-card readings. I have prophetic insights readings. I have rune readings with those personal handmade runes that I've made. I have a bunch of different sets of those as well. I also make those. If you didn't know, you can always order a tailored handmade rune set for yourself, and I will make it and paint it and it'll be beautiful. But anyways, and then I have a name analysis, which is I can analyze your name. I can also analyze you and your partner. partner's name. I can also analyze you and like your partner and your child's name. And then I can also analyze third party situations. And that's another story. So basically I just provide you with the 3D meaning of your name and then the 5D energetic vibration that you've been carrying and the prophecy associated with it for your life. So if you're interested in something like that, most of you can probably do that on your own. I really recommend, if you don't know what your name means, at least your first name, just go look it up. But if you'd want my expertise of someone, I've been doing it for like 10 or 15 years. It's how I came up with my name, Fiery Grace. It's just an interpretation of what my real name means. If you're interested in it, it's one of my most exciting, most favorite services to do. It's super cheap, and I feel like it could give you something, some semblance of, hey, I've connected with Fiery Grace, because a lot of you feel like you're supposed to, but then you see the prices and you're like, dang it, I can't right now. And it's like, maybe it's not for a reading. Have you considered that? So I'm just throwing all those things out there because I feel like it's important for people who do not have the funds or are not sure about investing in themselves in like this way, to be able to still connect if they feel called. So I want to make sure you guys know about that, because I have had some people reaching out asking and then saying, Grace, why don't you tell anybody that? Like, if I had known that you had a 1-card reading, I would have gotten that so many other times. So throwing it out there, hoping that blesses you and helps. Is there anything else I want to mention? Lightworker sessions are awesome. If you're interested in getting more information about your light work and your purpose, or at least what's next and moving forward in that, that's one of my favorite readings to do as well. And then another thing a lot of people don't know is I offer chart analysis. So I can do your chart, but what my favorite thing to do is to do you and your partner's chart together. So the couples analysis is my favorite because I actually look at the compatibility between you guys and I can provide my professional coaching. So I really, really love to be able to use my degrees, you guys. I love to be able to use my experience beyond the cards. If you just want a reading, there you go. All right. You can there's like hundreds online. You don't have to pay $1. You don't have to join the channel, but thanks for those of you who do and continue to support free readings for those, others who cannot afford or cannot support or just, don't want to. But again, you don't have to do any of that to be able to work with me. I put out new readings at least once a week, and I've had points where I do a reading every day. So there's hundreds of readings and pieces of information and coaching videos available to you all on this Ascent page. You don't need to go any further than that. But if you're interested, check out my website, thefierygrace.com. I've made it a little bit more user-friendly. So now you'll see, if you go to the menu navigation, there's phone sessions, that's phone calls. Then there's intuitive guidance, which is like readings and rune readings and things like that. And then there is long-term coaching, okay? And I know that there are a lot of you interested in long-term coaching. I have recently decreased the minimum. I used to have $1,000 minimum because of the amount of work that it takes to do the coaching contracts, to help with the coaching activities. There's a lot more that goes into, just recording a reading or just talking to you on the phone, especially if I'm your coach. But I have been able to, by creating a few different plans, open it up for twin flames, not just light workers, and open it up to a $300 a month minimum. Okay. So if you're spending about that much for therapy or something like that, you're going to be like, oh, Grace, that's nothing, right? If you're going to massage and stuff like that all the time, you're gonna be like, that's nothing. But if you're like, dang, $300 a month, it's also short term. I don't do longer than, 3 to 6 months. I even am willing now to do a year for those clients where we might only meet once a month. But you guys, I am not trying to become your like lifelong doctor and hold your hand through everything. I'm trying to show you how to do everything you need to do on your own, or at least get you to where you can find out how. So if you want to work with me beyond any of this, that's where you're going to go. You're going to look at the long-term coaching. All the information you need is on my website. If you have any questions about any product, please read the product description first and then email me. Okay. But I keep getting a lot of people who, you guys, you don't have to be embarrassed and you don't have to like be mean to yourself to make me feel better or anything like that. And I just feel bad because everyone's like, oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. And it's like, please don't feel stupid. Just like scroll down a little bit. So I think that's everything, right? Yeah. I do accept PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Stripe. I believe Amazon Pay as well. And if you're like, Grace, I don't see those options on your website, it's just because there's a PayPal buy button at the very beginning, I think, and people think that that's the only way to buy. But if you actually fill the information out, that's where it's going to take you to the discount code as well. So don't let the way Shopify's site is set up confuse you. There is a place to put the discount code. There is a place to put your email. If you buy a service and you don't give me your email, do not expect me to contact you because I can't. I hope you're not testing to see if I'm psychic. I'm not. I'm a prophet. I'm a priestess. I am not a psychic, and I'm not going to try to guess your email. So I think that's everything, right? If you need me, I'm here. The Fiery Grace at, where is it? at gmail.com. I'm pretty sure that's everything, guys, right? I just feel like I always get people going, I didn't know that. And it's like, because I don't know how to tell you all the stuff at once. I feel like it would take like 15 minutes every reading. I don't want to do that. So if you stayed this long, I want you to put a number 7. Maybe, no, I want you to put 3 sevens. I want you to put 777 because I really feel like we hit the jackpot with this reading and the exclusive that goes with it. I feel like this is helping us understand a lot about the divine masculines kind of back and forth runner chaser path that they've got going. And I hope that this was beneficial to you and you felt that as well, because I feel like the syncs were not as obvious in this particular reading, but the numerology syncs were. But the syncs in the exclusive are why I got so excited. And I think I just am kind of confused because normally they give me like the first information first and then the second information second, but they gave me the second first and then the first second, and then I'm supposed to give you the first. You see, it just kind of confused me, but I think I did what I was supposed to do here. So whoever was meant to see this, 777, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Peace.